Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Marvel Legends series ROM Space Knight. So 1979 I guess was when ROM was released into the Marvel universe. Comes with a comic accessory and obviously their guns etc, and looks pretty darn cool. Now I only know Transformers probably from a little snippet from Transformers, hence me reviewing this. Otherwise I think it would have been a pass from me if I didn't have that Transformer connection. I wouldn't have even picked this up. So in the back, the other figures you can collect. In ROM 1, the Space Knight ROM tracks the dire wraiths across the cosmos, arriving on Earth to continue his pledge to defeat them. There we go. So it's a very nice piece if you are a mint in card collector, which I think most people that usually pick these up usually are. Now, one thing to remember with these waves, we're not getting a Build-A-Figure, which is quite disappointing. I'm not sure what a Build-A-Figure would be for all these mixed matched characters thrown into one wave, but you know, just wanted to put that out there. So without ado, let's get ROM out of the packaging and have a closer look. So here is ROM out of the packaging, and firstly I wanted to bring out the little comic, which I think is a nice little cool gimmick. Personally, not for me, not really my thing, but you know, here it is. My camera will focus on it. I think they've done a really good job. I've seen people buy little tiny mini shelves to put those in, so I think that's cool. Very simple. ROM is a very simple looking character, you know. I can't remember if he's a robot or whether he's actually a person or whatnot. I'm not going to pretend to lie because I can't remember. Like I said, it was snippets in Transformers, and you know, I'll always be honest with you. If I don't know anything, can I review a character? I'm just going to tell you, I don't know much about him. So the rapport isn't there perhaps as it should be, as it usually is. It's got some nice movement on the biceps, the usual double jointed. So I think that's cool. I like the sort of the metallic look of this. And then you got these sort of little bits here. It sort of looks like a mini grill there. I think that's pretty decent. You can do the splits. Does he have a... Well, it probably would be useless because he's got this armor on. So it probably wouldn't really work very well. His buttocks does prevent him from turning back. Little movement there, swivel there, which is nice. You got the double on the leg, which is cool. Lefty or righty, upsy, and a downsy. So he has some really nice articulation. But yeah, very silvery all the way around. I like his little jetpack as well. And even in there, that looks pretty darn cool. And very impressive. Now, he does come with a couple of hands. He comes with a punchy hand. He comes with another sort of gun holding hand for these little things. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Now, my biggest gripe with this is you only get one blast effect, which is incredibly disappointing because it would have been cool to have both of these blasting out with the blast effects. That is my biggest disappointing bit of this figure. Now, without ado, I will put the hands on so I can show the guns off so we can see how that looks. Okay, here he is next to Marvel Legends Archangel, which is the right sort of scale. And it does make sense from a Marvel Legends perspective that he is that scale. However, he will not fit in with your Transformers because, oh, he's too big. And I don't remember him being that big in any Transformers story I ever read. So it would have been cool if they had, what's the word? Given us like a mini version in there as well. I'm sure they could have done that. Even if we paid an extra few quid, I think people would have paid for that. Because that would have been cool. You know, like mask size. Anyhow, there's all there is to say about this. Let's move on. Okay, here he is with his two blasters. I guess they're called blasters. And I think they do look very cool. And you can get them into nice little ways of blasting. Like I said before, my biggest annoyance is the fact that it doesn't come with, it only comes with one blast effect. So pretty much you can only really get one in the posing of his blasting. I guess you get the other one into hey, I'm ready to blast. But it would have been cool to have another exact effect so that you could have had him blasting out 2 ways. But, you know, it is what it is. I think, you know, I'm not going to make a meal out of it, but that was just a little bit irritating for me personally. So just to wrap up this review, I have put him on a stand. I think I've done all right. I like how the jetpacks are really, really cool. I'm very impressed. I feel like that's going to go. Come on, stand there for just a little bit longer. Come on. Just why we turn you around. There we go. And then you can give him in little poses like this. So this one is, he is flying and he is ready to punch sink. That is going to go in a second. So I hope you like my video. If you do, please do support my channel by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.